Hi everybody. I decided to jump on just a couple minutes early rather than start at 2 o'clock and then wait a few minutes for people to join. I thought maybe if I come on a couple minutes early, then we'll have some people online at 2 and we can just get started from there. So I do need to look at the iPad, make sure that I have done this correctly. I love the software that I use to do my Facebook Lives with. It's really simple to use, and they are continually making improvements. And frequently, in between broadcasts, there's an update. So it's not uncommon for me to get ready to go live and there to be an update. One of the things that we updated today was the sound. So if there's any change that you notice in sound quality or you can't hear me very well, please let me know. And I just realized I failed to do something to get this started again, and I want to do that because I actually use two applications for this. And okay, good, got that started. Let me go back here. Come on. Okay, so I've got a project to show you. I've got some things that I'm working on to show you, but I also wanted to take an opportunity to show you the new storage system. I've got mine all set up and my office partially organized, and I've tested to see if I can actually do this. So I'm going to switch to the other camera, which I'm holding in my hand. Okay, so make sure that that's happening. And I think it is. Waiting for that to catch up over there. And come on. I don't know that it is actually. Hold on. It's not catching up. Oh no, that's kind of an interesting trick, but not what I want to do. Oh, it never works smoothly, does it? I'm sorry, guys. Here. There we go. Okay, so now let's move this camera over here so that you can see how I set up my storage. So this is, I have, my desktop surface is a sheet of plywood on top, and then I have two sets of these 3x3 cubbies, and they're 13-inch squares. So it's a little tall for me, but it provides great storage for me. So so I've added the storage bins this week, and I love the clean look of it. But the storage system, so let's talk about this for a minute. So I have all 50 colors that I work with, ink pads and markers. And so I have the blends as well as one of the retired sets. So so I've got a combination here of the blends, storage trays, the open cubes, the storage, just the flat lid, and then the storage topper, as well as the ink pad storage and marker storage. So you can fit about 20 refills, ink refills in this top area. I'm not quite sure that that's what I'm going to use mine for, so I haven't done it that way. And I love the look of the blends with their color families, but that's not the way I work with my blends, so I kept them all separate so that I could just pick up this tower and take it with me to my work surface. So now how many do you need? Well, the ink pads and marker storage are 5 trays per group that you order. So you just need to figure out how many ink pads you have. The new ink pad style fits best. I know some people have said that they have gotten the older style to fit. I didn't even try. I've just left space for the new ink colors to go here, and you've probably seen some of the names of those new ink colors by now as well, and we're all anxious to put those into our little hands. So now hold on while I transition us back over here and to my little sheet to keep me honest here. I want to be sure I told you about the schedule. Normally, my Thursday class is the third Thursday of the month. However, this month is the third Thursday is Maundy Thursday. It's Holy Week, so we are delaying by 1 week. And you can come to either the 3:30 class or the 6 o'clock class. I just need to know which. And I've got the cards we're going to be making. I will post these, send an email later this evening as well. This is one of the cards that we will be making using the Wood Words stamp set. I think it's super cute. And then this one, using Petal Palette. It feels so good to pull out some of these stamp sets that I haven't used in quite a while. These are both in the annual catalog, in the current annual catalog. Getting better at stamping the insides of my cards as well. Then this one is just so sweet and so simple, but I think I really, really like it. So I'm using Fresh Fig and Powder Pink on this card. And I've got a real subtle stamp down here. And then the last one, I believe this was an Erica Serwin design. And this is the Wild Ride stamp set. And we used the Stamparatus to achieve this effect here. And then this is the marbled background, which I've had lots of fun with the marbled background. So those are the 4 cards that we will be making in Thursday's card class. So I'd love to have you join. You'll make 2 each of the 4 designs there. Celebration is extended while supplies last. I accumulated some extra celebration items and I will pass that on to you. So if you place a $50 order in April, you can choose from my stash of celebration items. I've got some stamp sets. I have some papers. So got a few different things there. Birthday Club will be Saturday, April 27th at 9 a.m. I'm still working on those designs, so I can't tell you exactly what those look like yet. Christmas card class, it's time. Let's get started. So we'll do the Christmas card class right after the birthday card class on the same day. And then Hope and I are working on an in-color class to go this month, and we should have that published early this week. So I'd appreciate it if you would like and share my video. Be sure and add comments. I love your comments, and I'll come back at the end, come back after the video is ended and address any comments that you have, respond to them. And if you don't know, this is my hashtag MC2 Stamping Queen. And I try to post to Instagram and use that hashtag, and I also notice I've got quite a bit of posting on Pinterest to catch up with. So last week we held a retreat not too far away, and I was able to work with some of the in colors, the retiring in colors. Every 2 years we have 5 colors. Every year we have 5 colors that retire and 5 new colors to join. And these are some of the cards that I worked on to play with these retiring colors. And I think they're so, so pretty. So the butterflies are from the Beauty Abounds bundle, and that is in the Occasions catalog. I should have marked my pages before I started. I apologize. Oh, heck. All right, we'll hold on to 43 for the stamp set that we're going to use for our project. And the Beauty Abounds. Please tell me you're back this way. I don't think you are. I think, oh, here it is. Okay, so here's the Beauty Abounds Suite bundle, and I've used the framelits for these butterflies. So that's on page 13 of the Occasions catalog. This catalog is good until, oh, I know it says June 3rd, all right? Now, we'll have more news about retiring products this week to share with you. Right now, I don't know what the retiring list is, so I don't know if this will continue to be carried over into the annual catalog or not. But, so this is a Fresh Fig butterfly on top of a lemon lime butterfly with a lemon lime twist base. I am going to miss lemon lime twist. And I apologize if you guys can hear my door. There's wind. It's very windy here today, and I've tried to block it off, but it is still blowing. And why are you not looking at the right camera? Dadgum. Should be. Sorry, so sorry. Should be. I don't think that's right. Okay, let's try that again. All that time I was talking about everything that was written down here, and you guys were just looking at me. So sorry. This is Tranquil Tide on top of Lemon Lime Twist, a piece of the wood grain textures paper, and the metallic pearls that are in the annual catalog. I can't think of the name. I'll have to post that. Then this is Powder Pink with Tranquil Tide. Just lovely. Powder Pink again with Berry Burst. And then Powder Pink with Fresh Fig. I think this one might be my favorite. This is Fresh Fig on top of Lemon Lime Twist. Of course, as I said that, I was like, oh, but maybe this one is. I don't know. This is Berry Burst on top of Lemon Lime Twist. So Lemon Lime Twist is a real favorite. I'm definitely going to miss that color. So before we say goodbye to it, I'm happy to share the measurements for those cards. They were had a little help from Hope in designing them, and I just love them. I'm going to share everything I have, and then we'll start our project if that's okay. So you've heard me talk before about I discovered Stampin' Up! When we lived in Michigan, and I used to go over to my friend Carrie's house and make cards, and that was my social. Well, that was the extent of my social life while we lived there. And I would come home and I would share the cards I made, and then I put them in a drawer. I didn't understand the concept of actually mailing my cards, or maybe I just didn't want to part with them. I don't know. But I've said before that sometimes I still run into those cards in my card trays, in my card bins. And so this week I did, in cleaning up my office, I ran across 2 of them, so I decided I would pull them out and share. So this is one of the Christmas cards from way back when, and you can see I've got some white embossing over here and some sparkling. This is probably dazzling diamonds on the little snowflake there, and a little sponging along the edges. So look at all these cool things that she taught me back then. And this is another one. I love this color combination. I don't exactly know what colors they are. I'm thinking, no, that's not. I don't know what colors they are. Maybe that's Bashful Blue. I don't know if it was a color before and came back or not. But anyway, I love the font of this. So that's your throwback to 2006, 2007, 2008, something along those lines. This week I received this card from Carrie with some happy mail congratulating me on my promotion to gold, as well as I was the number 2 seller on her team for the month of March. So a beautiful card. This is using the needlepoint stamp bundle in the Occasions catalog. Then, as most of you know, we lost our cat, Sugar, one of our cats, this week. She was very sick. She had cancer, and we made the decision, I don't even know what day it was, to say goodbye to her. And I've gotten a couple of cards that I thought I would share with you. So this one is from Lind. Lind is a friend and a member of my team. She sent this one to us. This floral paper is just gorgeous. That's in the Floral Romance, I believe it's called, in the Occasions catalog. And it coordinates with Fresh Fig. So it was just a beautiful sentiment. Thank you so much, Lind, for thinking of us. We appreciate that. And then my friend Rosemary brought this one down today for us, and it's very beautiful. This is using the 9 Lives stamp set and punch. The stamp set is in the Occasions catalog, and the Sorry is from a stamp set in the annual catalog, and then these beautiful grays and browns. So thank you all for remembering us. I've had a few rough moments going on. So, but I titled this video today, Grease Spots. That's kind of interesting, right? Well, if you haven't seen, there's a stamp set on page 43 of the Occasions catalog. It's this bundle, so 42 and 43. It's the suite called Classic Garage. And I decided I would play with some masculine cards. I designed some for the retreat, and this is one of the ones that I designed from the retreat. And so I'm going to share that with you today. And so here's the card, right? These are the grease spots that I want to show you how to place them. Now, it may not matter so much in this one because they're pretty random and it's not a specific pattern that I'm trying to repeat, but the concept is something that you can use in other cards that you have as well. So I have all the bits and pieces over here. So I have a smoky slate card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, and then I have a card layer. You know, you just subtract a quarter when you're doing a card layer, right? So it's going to go like that. Although that one looks like it might be a little smaller today. Yes, this card layer is 3.25 by 5, so it's a little bit more in. I have a piece of Very Vanilla for our greeting, and then I have some circles that I have cut out from the Designer Series paper that's a part of this pack. And look at this Designer Series paper. I need to point out how many patterns there are in this. It's just unreal. There are, let's see, there are 12 double-sided designs, and you get 4 each. So that's a lot of paper, and there are lots of fun colors to work with. And I have another strip of that is, let's see, 3/4 by 4.25, something like that. So I want to show you how to place those grease spots. So here's my sample, and then here are my circles. And these are the right sides of the circle. The larger one would go on bottom, and then the smaller one. Now, I'm going to actually use the smaller one. I could use the larger one too, because this time this is not popped up. It is actually glued straight to the card layer, so there's no way to see underneath it if there were some hidden places that weren't visible, or that were, if I had done the technique I'm about to show you, if it was raised up under the larger circle, you might be able to see under it, if somebody's really looking under your work there. So I've got basic gray. Let me just show you the technique, and then I'll see if I can figure out how to do it. Do you want to? Okay, it's not showing me. All right, so I've got the smaller circle, and I've turned it upside down, and then I kind of want it. I don't want it up at the very top, but I don't want it in the middle either. I want it a little bit above the midline. So I'm going to lay that there as kind of an idea of where my grease spots need to go, because I want them to stick out around them. Isn't this a cool stamp? So it's got all this great detail. And yep, I'm stamping right on top of the underside of the card, and that's okay. And you can see it even leaves a little shadow. So if I were using the largest circle in this, then there would be a gap showing. So I'm using the smaller one because the larger circle will cover that gap. Let's just come over here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I feel like it needs a little bit more over here. Kind of looks like the rays of the sun. So do as much as you like. Alright, I'm going to stop there. Set that aside. Now close up the basic gray. And I'm going to use some Memento ink for the other stamping. So I need to add some little nuts and bolts in this corner. I'm going to go ahead and do some down here too. Okay. All right. Then we need to stamp our sentiment also in Memento. And I think I've shared with you before that I've stopped lining up my sentiments with the lines of the block. Someone told me that this helps your eye see the lines of the stamp better if it's at an angle on your block. So I switched. Alright, and there you have it. So then I need to do a little trimming on this sheet. Go this way. Oh, dadgum. See, I knew I would do it wrong if I... Well, it's just going to be like that for this one. Unless you had my sample, you wouldn't know now, would you? Alright, so you can glue this down. And I like to use Tombow multi-purpose glue. It's $4. I keep quite a bit on hand, so if you're ever at class and need adhesive, then you may purchase any of the adhesives for the price in the catalog. It is one item that we are allowed to cash and carry. And I guess maybe it's long enough that I could actually do that. Okay, it really needs to go. Okay, why can't I do this? Actually, I just don't care as long as it's going the same way on both. There we go. And this is going to go down, the large circle is going to go down over it. So, there. So have you seen any on-stage sneak peeks about the new catalog and the retiring items and the new items? We'll be able to, demonstrators will be able to see that new catalog online tomorrow. I think it's 2 o'clock Central Time. So if you're a demonstrator, be sure and log in and do that. Very exciting time. I have heard a few spoilers, if you will. Now, how do I want this? That should be long enough. And I had several people ask how I put the twine or the ribbon down when I do things like this. And honestly, I just use a glue dot typically. And sometimes it's more than one that gets used. Glue dots are always here, available for sale as well. I think I have all the adhesives. I have the tear and tape as well. Alright, so that's as far as I can go with until I bring in the Big Shot and cut out our sentiment. Sometimes I do the cutting ahead of time. I did not do that this time. As you might have heard, the Big Shot is one of the items that is retiring that will not be in the annual catalog. And that causes a big, oh my gosh, what's it going to be? Well, we don't know what the new machine is going to be. There's not going to be a machine, a die cutting machine in the new catalog. It's going to come out later. And yeah, that makes all of us a little bit nervous, but you know what? There have been lots of products over the year that we thought we couldn't live without, that we did. So we will be very excited about the new product as well. Now, I've got my magnetic platform in place as well. So, dadgummit, okay. Sorry about that. I had my phone on Do Not Disturb, but his phone call still tried to come through. Okay. So anyway, I've got my magnetic platform, but when I've already stamped my image, sometimes I like that extra assurance of adding a Post-it note to hold them in place. Or if you weren't using your magnetic platform, a Post-it note would be a great way to do that. And then I store my Big Shot like this most of the time. That way nothing gets knocked around. All right, now I did here. Now, don't worry about your investment in the dies. Just because the Big Shot's going away, we've been told that our framelits will still be able to use them with the new tool, so that's fine. There will be new framelits and embossing folders in the new catalog, so we're excited about that. And we'll continue to use them with our Big Shot until the new whatever it is available. So I'm going to put these two together. Would you all like me to post photos of the other projects that we did last weekend? I have one right here on the desk that I can show you. Because if I was going to give it to anyone, it would be to my dad, and he's not on Facebook. So he's not a fly fisherman, but he certainly did enjoy fishing for a very long time. Lisa Bauer shared a display with many items from both the garage gear and the, I can't even think of what the suite is called, but has the fishing. Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. But I'm just taking a glue dot and these cute little embellishments. Add that right there. And that's it. And so now you can see I've managed to add my design around. And then if this layer was popped up, there still would be, you still wouldn't see the blank space because I used the smaller circle, and the larger circle would be covering any of that blankness. So, cute, fast, and easy Father's Day card. I only used basic gray ink, Memento ink, one stamp set, circles. You could actually just trim around this if you didn't have a Big Shot or didn't have that set of framelits. That would not be too difficult to trim around. Let me show you. This is one of the projects that we did at the retreat. We used the waterfront stamp set as well as whatever the fishing suite is, the cattails and the fishermen came from those framelits, and then the trees are from Rooted in Nature. So I added a stamp from the High Tide to give a little of the effect on the water, and I watercolored on shimmer white cardstock. This is just a 4x6 frame that I picked up at Michael's. So just, I don't know. I like that waterfront stamp set, and that was fun to do. So I think that's everything that I needed to tell you today. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. If you need to place orders for blades, because the trimmer is also retiring, extra blades are available, and you may want to purchase those so that you have them to extend the life of your trimmer. And we don't know when the new trimmer will be available, so I know I'm purchasing extra blades, and I'm encouraging my team and my customers to do so as well. So you may order at my website. There's our host code as well. Remember, if you place a $50 order, I'll reach out to you and ask you what you would like in the way of a celebration selection. I've got maybe 10 or so items from Celebration available. So while supplies last, they're there. The events, Thursday, the 25th, will be the all occasion card class. We're going to make these cards. And then the birthday club will be on that Saturday morning with Christmas club to follow. Hope you're ready to make some Christmas cards, right? So, and then this is a very exciting week for demonstrators in that we get to see the new catalog, and we'll be able to start pre-ordering some items early May. I don't remember the exact date. If you don't live near me and would like a catalog sent to you, please let me know. Otherwise, you can pick up your catalogs when I get them. You can pick them up at the classes in May. Be looking for an email with the details for the In Color Card class to go. If you're not on my email list, please let me know, and I will do what I can to get you subscribed. I think that's everything. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to stamping with you soon. Bye-bye.